Hello again, tail spinners. You are itching to write a ghoulish story. Against your better judgment, you tell your best friend that you have a great idea for a vampire horror. Your soulmate, the one who knows you more than anyone else, says, "Ooh, you mean like the Bram Stoker movie? Nosferatu? And rice stuff?" With each mention of a famous vampire tale, your confidence in your own story drops. Does this new idea even have a chance? When that happens, remember, there is nothing new under the sun. All horror ideas run along a similar line. Monster terrorizes a group of people, kids, men or women. Just that, a monster terrorizes. It does not matter if you plan to write something gory or romantic or classy. A scary monster is the reason why you have a plot or a twist in the first place. How about, instead of writing about a mainstream monster, you look for something in your own locality? Ask yourself, what kind of monster do I need? Take the vampire, for example. Something that looks beautiful and human, but kills to eat. In Iban culture, we have a monster called the cochlear. She can appear as a beautiful woman. She does not suck blood though, but she eats male testicles. She does not snip or nick those balls with her sharp nails. She grabs them and tears them off. Her victim then bleeds to death. Cochlears are believed to be the brought back to life with a vengeance version of a woman who dies at childbirth. Now, that is one monster I would use instead of a vampire. To bring the terror to life, use settings you are familiar with, or at least one you have visited, because the actual experience from your five senses can help add flavor to the story. For example, where I live, mosquitoes are notorious after 5 p.m. I have experienced them before when I am caught outside in a park or jungle trail in the evening. Cochlears are also believed to come out after 5 p.m. So it is easy for me to imagine the desperation of a character who is trying to hide from a cochlear monster while tolerating the mosquitoes. You can use your own local knowledge in similar manner. Even if the story is set like 200 years ago, the climate, the food and natural fauna and flora will still be the same, so the experience of your five senses are useful here too. Let's be real here. Very few people living now has ever experienced confrontation with a monster or a headhunter. But many of us have experienced the fear of being in the vicinity of an angry, violent person. That is the kind of visceral fear you can apply in your story. Now, as a side note here, if you write a setting or object that you have only seen in film or photographs, your description might end up being limited only to the visual sense. For example, clothes. You can only describe form and color, but not other sensory details, such as, is the fabric soft, starchy, or coarse? Is it light or heavy? How does it handle sweat or water? This information adds to your character's comfort or discomfort. If you have only seen them, you will not be able to use the sensory information from them effectively to advance your story. The most you can do is use adjectives or adverbs to describe your character's situation, such as, he is embarrassed that she sees him in his dirty overall. Compare this sentence to, he took a step back from her. He could smell the mud and days of unwashed sweat oozing out of his overall. There was no breeze. Oh God, the smell lingered about him like a fog. Should he bow, shake her hand, hug her, in these clothes? The first example, he is embarrassed, gives the reader a subjective view of the character's feelings. The second example allows the reader to experience his embarrassment. This is possible because it lets the reader connect with him at a sensory level. Many of us have experienced embarrassing ourselves in front of people we want to impress. We spilled our drinks, we tripped over, or we farted. Also, don't forget the local customs or superstition. Sometimes they can be used to create a new form of conflict. For example, in Iban culture, when guests arrive for a wedding, they will be asked if they have come across any kind of omen during their journey. Call of birds and the direction of animals that cross their path will be discussed and interpreted. A bad omen usually leads to a postponement of the wedding. So to make sure that nothing will jinx a ceremony, about a mile or so from the bride's longhouse, the groom's entourage will start making noise with drums or horns to send those pesky omen animals on their way. Look deeper into your own culture. There will always be something that can give your story an interesting twist. Good luck with your writing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.